Good morning, students. Sairam. Welcome to your history online session. Children, today in this video, we shall continue with the revision of lesson number 8, tourism and history. Tourism in the past. This you can get as a short note, children. So, the tradition of traveling is quite old in India. People, they used to travel for various reasons like pilgrimage, going to local fairs and festivals, in search of a renowned teacher and good education, for trade, etc. So, in brief, from ancient times, people took to traveling for various reasons. So, children, the tradition of traveling is very old. From ancient times, people are traveling for various reasons. It could be for pilgrimage, for education, for trade, etc. Do you know? The Buddhist literature tells us that Gautam Buddha traveled to several cities in ancient India for preaching. Buddhist monks were ordained not to stay at one place but keep traveling continuously to various places. Jain monks, sadhus, also used to travel constantly. So it is said that Gautam Buddha he used to travel to several cities for preaching, and they were the Buddhist monks. They were ordained, they were ordered not to stay at one place and keep on traveling continuously. Yuan Shuang, he was a Chinese monk. He traveled to India in 630 CE, and in the medieval period, Saint Namdev, Saint Eknath, Guru Nanak, Ramdas Swami traveled extensively in India. So, children, here you can get objective type questions. Okay, so you have to read all these box types questions also. Okay, Benjamin of Tudela is known as the first European traveler discoverer. So, this also, children, very important. Benjamin of Tudela was the first European traveler. He was born in Spain. This you can get as match the following. During the period of 1159 to 1173 CE, he traveled to France, Germany, Italy, Greece, Syria, Arabia, Egypt, Iraq, Persia, India, and China. He maintained diaries of his account of his travels, and they are viewed as very important historical documents. So, Benjamin of Tudela is the first European traveler born in Spain, and he traveled to many countries. He maintained diaries of his accounts of travels, so they are very important historical documents. Marco Polo. Now, Marco Polo, he was the Italian traveler, okay, and he had introduced Asia, especially China, to Europe. So, this also, children, you can get as objective type questions. He stayed in China for 17 years, and he wrote about the flora and fauna, social life, culture, and trade systems of Asia. So, Marco Polo was a Italian traveler, and he was the one who introduced China to Europe, and he stayed in China for 17 years. He wrote about the flora and fauna, that is a plant life and animal life, social life, cultural life, and trade systems of Asia. Ibn Battuta, the traveler of 14th century, he took the world on a virtual travel of the Islamic world with his travel accounts. He was traveling for 30 years. He had resolved not to travel twice on the same route. His accounts are helpful in understanding the medieval history and social life. So, children, Ibn Battuta, he was a traveler of 14th century, and he had took the world on a virtual travel of the Islamic world with his travel accounts, and he was traveling for 30 years. Next is Gerardus Mercator of 16th century, was a cartographer. He is known for creating a world map and globe of the earth. So, children, here also Gerardus Mercator, he was a cartographer. Okay, and he was known for creating world map and globe of Earth. His work proved to be very useful for navigation around the world. So that was about Gerardus Mercator. He was a cartographer, and he was known for creating a world map and globe of the earth. Okay. Now, what is tourism defined as? The tourism is defined as traveling to visit places in distant regions for specific purpose. You travel for specific purpose. It could be for education, for trade, for relaxation. Okay, there could be any reason. In the latter half of 19th century CE, the name of Thomas Cook is noteworthy in the context of tourism history. Now, children, you know about Thomas Cook, yes? He had organized a trip by railway from Leicester to Loughborough for 600 people, and he was successful in organizing a round trip to Europe. He has established an agency, okay, for selling tourist tickets. This early venture of Thomas Cook opened doors for the development of modern tourism. Okay. Children, in last class, we had discussed different types of tourism. Yes, we had discussed about local and interstate tourism, international tourism, historical tourism, geographical tourism, etc. Yes, now let us discuss what are the crucial issues in the development of tourism. First point, the crucial issue in the development of tourism is providing proper guidance to national and international tourists about various aspects of the actual travel, proper social conduct during the tour, and during the stay at the destination places. So, children, the crucial issue in development of tourism is to provide proper guidance. You have to give proper guidance to tourists about the aspects of travel, then the conduct, that is your behavior, okay, social conduct, and during the stay at the destination places, giving priority to ensure safe transport and security facilities for the tourists. So you have to see to it that you ensure safe transport and security facilities, amenities of reasonably good standard, availability of good accommodation, good washroom facilities on the travel routes is of great significance in promoting tourism. So if you want to promote tourism, you have to ensure for the safety of the tourist, give them good accommodation, good washroom facilities, that is everything should be hygienic. Okay, so this is very important in promoting tourism. It is also very important to pay attention to the special needs of handicapped tourists. So even you have to pay attention to the needs of handicapped tourists, and it is very essential for the tourist that pamphlets, guides, history books about a tourist site be available in their own language. So hence such a literature should be made available in various languages. Okay, so here children, it is very essential that we provide the tourists with pamphlets, guides, history books, reference books about a tourist site where they have come to visit, and if possible such literature should be available in various languages. Okay, in various languages. Yes. Now next question, it is important to take primary precautions in order to preserve the historical sites. Explain this, you can get as explain the statement. Okay, so it is important to take a few primary precautions in order to preserve the historical heritage sites. It is very important to take a few primary precautions in order to preserve the historical heritage sites. It is essential that few things should be avoided at any instance. For example, vandalizing or defacing the heritage monuments and sites. So we should see to it that we don't spoil. Okay, sometimes the people, they start carving on trees or with some sharp objects, they spoil the heritage sites. Okay, on the walls they draw their pictures or whatnot. Okay, so that all should be avoided at any instance. So vandalizing or defacing the heritage monument sites, so we have to see to it that all these are avoided In order to avoid it, everybody should refrain from activities like writing on walls or carving on trees, paint ancient monuments in garish colors. So, children, we have to avoid all these things and we have to refrain from such activities like writing on walls or carving on trees, painting with some garish colors. Okay, it should not be very jazzy. Lack of good amenities in the presence of the heritage sites causes filthiness. So, if there are no good facilities, okay, then it will cause filthiness, means it will make the place dirty. So, we have to see to it that we have to preserve our ancient monuments and sites. So, therefore, it is very important that we take few primary precautions to preserve the historical heritage sites. Okay, so this could come as explain the statements. So at least you have to give 2 to 3 points. Okay, it's a 2-mark question in your examination. So children, I hope this revision is definitely helpful for you. Okay, how to write your answers point wise. Okay, so thank you, my dear students. Take care of yourself. Sai Ram.